Hello, welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. This video is a sermon idea for Easter Sunday. First, I want to give credit to Nicholas SCHASER, who wrote an incredible paper called Reversing Eden, where he lays out some very intriguing parallels between John's passion narrative in chapters 19 and 20 and the Eden story in Genesis chapters 1 through 3. By acknowledging these Old Testament allusions, we gain some pretty valuable insight into what the resurrection meant to John. That is, that Jesus emerges as the second Adam, overturning the original fall of man. In other words, Easter Sunday is Eden in reverse. Check this out. According to Genesis, there is darkness over the face of the deep. God places Adam in a new garden. From a deep sleep, Eve, which means the mother of all living, is taken from Adam's side. After the fall, God asks, "Where are you?" They are afraid at the sound of God. God gives them garments, and God declares, "Behold the man," after describing the curse of thorns. In the Gospel of John, the account begins with a crown of thorns. Pilate declares, "Behold the man." Garments are taken away. Pilate is afraid at the sound of Jesus coming. Pilate asks, "Where are you from?" Jesus' side is opened and the elements of life come out. Jesus' body is placed in a new garden. Then the resurrection account begins on the first day of the week while it is still dark. So as you can see, a pretty strong case can be made that John isn't just retelling us the account of the Passion, but he's giving us his theological interpretation of it. He wants the reader's eyes to be unveiled, so that as we read about the events that took place there on the ground, we are privy to the deeper spiritual realities taking place behind the scenes. Ultimate obedience undoing original disobedience. The cross of death becomes the tree of life, of which the fruit is no longer the one thing that's forbidden, but the one thing that's required. This lays the proper groundwork for the resurrection, which should be the heart of every Easter sermon. The entire account of Jesus' death takes us all the way back to day one of creation, where the resurrection then becomes a new creation story that we're all invited into. And in probably the most intimate and intense scenes we have between Jesus and his disciples, mirroring the breath of life in Genesis chapter 2, the risen Lord breathes on them and says, "Receive the Holy Spirit." Another clue from John that the reversal is now complete and the new creation story is moving in the right direction. John has been careful to give us all the essential elements of a powerful resurrection sermon. Old Testament connections, the problem of sin, God's plan for salvation, and an invitation to participate in new creation. His death takes us back and his resurrection propels us forward. And really, what better way to describe being raised up but a fall in reverse? And that'll preach.